enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Join us. Hey, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I'm Ethan Van Sciver, and this is an adults-only toy review for other adults. So if you're a child and you are interested in finding out about the Star Wars The Mandalorian chicken walker that just came out, then please ask your mom or your dad to watch this review for you and decide if they want to put it under, if Santa wants to put this under your tree for this Christmas. Turn away if you're a child. If you're an adult, man-child, man baby, or man or woman baby, go ahead and proceed watching this incredible review. Now, this is from the Star Wars Vintage Collection, which basically means that Hasbro and Lucasfilm together have relented in trying to create new Star Wars product based on their new stuff, really, that people are not that interested in, and are returning back to form, back to when Star Wars was working, back to when people felt nostalgic about it, and back to when people are most likely to buy the toys and not leave them rotting on the shelves for 5 years, shutting down Toys R Us for good. This, I believe, is part of a Best Buy exclusive collection, although I'm not sure if this piece on its own is a Best Buy exclusive. It might not be. You might be able to get this other places, but other toys like the Black Series Heavy Infantry Mandalorian Deluxe action figure is a Best Buy exclusive, and it is sold out everywhere. I tried to buy one. It says I'm not going to be able to get one until December 23rd. That's way too late, so I actually had to pay a markup to get it here sooner. And also there's the Battle IG-11 droid. I got one of those to review, and then they also have a Black Series Incinerator Stormtrooper Premium Electronic Helmet, which I'm not gonna buy. All right, I'm not gonna put a cheap Stormtrooper helmet on my head, especially if it makes little electronic noises. I'm still kind of an adult. Anyway, back to the ATST Raider. This is absolutely beautiful. I did want to get this as soon as I saw that they made a toy of it, and as soon as I saw Star Wars The Mandalorian Episode 4, the episode that united all of us in loving The Mandalorian, because there were still some holdouts for a little while. A few people were not digging The Mandalorian as much as maybe everyone else was, but now that there's this strong wham progressive narrative woven through it, now we all agree. We love The Mandalorian. Everybody loves The Mandalorian. All right, so this figure, or this package, comes with this little Klatooinian Raider, who basically looks kind of like a cat-faced orc from Lord of the Rings. I wasn't thrilled with the design in terms of originality, but this is still a pretty fearsome, forest denizen pirate, terrifying in large numbers. And I love the way they seem to have gotten themselves maybe a decommissioned Imperial Walker and painted it up like this, in kind of war paint. It's absolutely beautiful. I love how they were especially able to paint the legs because they could reach that part. Maybe it was harder to paint the rest of it as much, but it is gorgeous. And look at this. Look at the detail. Look, they've got a little rag here. I can't wait to open this thing up and find out what it looks like. Now, in the old Star Wars toy from 1983, it had a little button here that made it walk. I don't know if it's gonna. It says articulated legs. I don't know if it's gonna. You press a button and it's gonna walk or not, but we'll find out together. Now, ordinarily, you guys know, I do not treat my toys very well. I do not treat the packaging very kindly, and you guys get upset. You're like, Ethan, don't destroy the box. You're gonna want to keep. No, I don't really want to keep the box at all. That's not what I do, but I am going to, because out of respect. You know why? You know why they carried the groceries home for my mother? It was out of respect. Okay, so here's what we got. As you can see, oh, look at this. I love it. Absolutely love the way this thing looks. Got a nice direction manual here to teach us how to put this thing together properly so that, nobody will F it up. All right, this is more like it. I want him to stand taller. I want you to tower over the Ewoks. I want you to terrorize them. All right. And, the plastic that they use here, not especially good for guns. The guns, the plastic kind of wilts and makes the guns kind of, go limp like this. This isn't good. You don't want that. That sucks. This really bothers me. Alright, these legs are fully articulated, meaning that you can stretch them out like this. You can stretch them out like frog legs. But I guess the way they go is you bend them forward here, and then bend this back, and then like so. And then that's the way it's supposed to look when it's kind of in repose. But I mean, this is pretty great. The old toy from the 80s didn't do this. They didn't extend this far. And this way it can tower over the trees if it needs to. If it needs to stand up on its tippy toes to shoot some Ewoks, then it can do that. And by the way, I'm pretty excited. I think they're going to be Ewoks in Rise of Skywalker. Look at this. Stand up. Okay, the hatch opens up and just comes right off. Boy, I'm not even playing with this that hard. And this is incredibly detailed. I'll put this back on in a second. It's incredibly detailed, but also kind of fragile. All right, so that comes off, and then you can open up the top as well, and you can see the controls in there. Very, very nicely detailed. You can fit your Klatooinian Raider in there, I guess. This is a two-seater, and he doesn't really. Let me see here. Okay, I mean, he's like a fat guy in the airplane. He spills over a little bit into the next seat. Do a really, really good job, especially the Black Series. But again, it does tend to fall apart on you. There we go. I finally got him to stand up. Takes a little bit of doing to balance him properly. Hopefully he's not going to fall down and destroy any of my other Sideshow toys. But this is definitely worth displaying. Happy I bought him, and really, really nice purchase. I think it cost me, it was like $70. It isn't cheap. I think it's $69.99. But if you wait a little while, if you can wait, I think you'll probably get this thing on a pretty heavy discount pretty soon, knowing Star Wars toys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below. Like, share, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate you all. Bye. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there.